Okay, so we do join to the link as soon as possible. Then we'll basically start today's session. It's already 11 a.m. As I basically told you, we'll basically start our session 11 a.m. today in the morning, right? So I've already send you the link. So to join through the link as soon as possible. Then we'll basically start our session. Okay, so we'll basically start like from wherever we basically stop in our previous session. We'll start from that only. Okay, so do join as soon as possible. Then we'll basically go through the lesson. Okay, as we have basically left in the previous session. So I'm basically waiting for your response. So do join. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Do join. So then we'll basically start our session right now. Okay. Yes. Okay, so in our previous session, we basically we have done chapter number one, right? As far as I can recall. Then we'll basically start after that part in our today's sessions, right? So do join. Okay. See, as far as the part is concerned, see, in our previous session, we basically discussed regarding the first chapter as much as I can recall. Now I will basically go through after that part, like regarding the second chapter, we'll basically go through in today's session. So do join. Okay. See, as per the examination is basically concerned, they'll basically gone through like conceptual base as I basically told you yesterday also. So whatever topic that we are basically discussing, you need to do these things in detailed fashion, and that is basically required. Okay, we hope so. That is the most important thing that you need to do right now. Okay, so try to join the class as soon as basically possible. Then we'll basically going through. Okay, Indian economic development. Yes, yes, yes. I think we have done chapter one class, like chapter one in our previous sessions, right? So we'll basically focus on regarding the yes, yes, Indian economy, the eve of independence. Yes, we have done it. Now we'll basically focus on chapter number two. Yes, chapter number two. Abhinav, can you hear me? From 1950 to 1990, or whether we have done it or not. 1950 to 1990. Can I recall it, Abhinav? See in your previous session. Gaurav, can you recall like whatever I'm basically saying in our previous session, we basically discussed
Yes, sir.
regarding the first chapter, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you recall it?
Um, yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Now we'll basically focus on chapter number two. Okay, so chapter number two is basically Indian economy from 1950 to 1990. Okay. See,
Yes, sir.
yes, yes. See, I have an urgent work. So that's why I have to change the schedule. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So the thing is this, I think we have already gone through the topic like whatever we have basically done in our previous session, right, Abhiru?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes.
If you are facing any problem regarding any issues or something like that, so you can ask me. Then we'll basically discuss about that part in detail now. Okay. So, do you have
Not,
any
not,
problem?
not, no,
Mhm.
not an issue I have in with regard to the last chapter.
Okay. Okay. Have you written anything?
No, sir. No, sir.
As I basically told you, to make short summary regarding the topic. So you have not done it, right?
Sir, I have to make short summary.
Yes. 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 That's why I basically
Sir,
told you,
it's
right?
a
See.
so. Sir, English.
Hmm?
Sir, English is still okay, but with regard to economics, sir, it's a long chapter to recall with regard to summary.
That means the summary, the concept. Suppose what is GDP? What is GNP? This is the football. Yes, GDP is basically gross domestic product. This is the summary.
Sir, that I'm already having. I have written already for my
So,
classes. As I had by that, that's why I already have written all these
but you have
informations.
not sent me, right? I have to
Okay, sir.
see.
Sir, I
That
have
is the
written
thing,
all
right?
the chapters.
That is another thing. But you have to do it again to recall the data. That is, see, you can copy paste it. I don't care. But you need to write. Then you
Okay,
can
sir.
recall the data. I'm getting my point. See, whatever I'm saying.
Yes, sir. Yes.
because then you can recall each and everything, like what are the data that you
Yes,
have
sir.
written. Yes, I knew, like you have completed all of the chapters from 11 and 12. I knew it. That's why you're
Yes,
going for
sir. Yes, sir.
board exam, right? But the thing is this, you need
Yes,
to do
sir.
it quickly. Then you can gone through you can all of the data, like whatever we basically have it plus 11 and 12. The more you will basically
Should I
do
send
this
you?
kind of research. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes. Just click on the photos and send me through the WhatsApp right now. I'm basically waiting for your response. Okay, so no problem. In any comment, I can. Okay, so the thing is this, this is the chapter that we'll basically do in today's session. Today is basically 14th, right? 14th December, 2024, right? Basically 24 is basically going. Okay, so in our today's session, we basically focused on the data that we basically have from class Indian economy 1950 to 1990. Like what are the important things that we have basically done in 1950 to 1990 in these 40 years, we'll basically discuss these things in this chapter in detailed manner. And that is basically required for our not only for our entrance examination but also for all the board exam, right? So we'll basically focus on this part right now. Okay, so the thing is, what are the topic that we basically have in this chapter? Suppose they basically discussed regarding the introduction part, like we basically got our independence from 15 August 1947, right? And we got the new freedom and the economic system that we basically took on that time. They are basically discussing regarding this part, like the basic background regarding the situation that we had on 1947. So they basically discuss these things in detailed fashion and in this part. So what are the things that Nehru basically took decision, like the main decision he basically took to reform the economy. They are basically discussing this part in the first phases. Okay, so that means in this chapter it basically start from 17th page. Okay, so we need to go through this thing part. Okay, so type of economic system, like what goods and services should be produced in the country, how should the goods and services be produced. Okay, should producer use more human labor or more capital machines for producing these things. So these are the things that they are basically asking. So market forces are basically there. Okay, capitalist class means whom, those who have the capital, that means the money and the machineries, industrials and all, they are called the basically capitalist class. So you need to know this kind of term. Okay,
I have
so
sent
who
it.
are okay, so you have sent it. Okay, so who are the
Sir,
socialist people? Will you?
yes, so socialist refers to the country which have the public sector dominance.
Which have the
Public sector dominance. Public sector dominance.
yes, public sector domains. Correct, correct. That means state basically control each and everything.
Yes, sir. Yes,
State
sir. And there is no
state means
involvement of
the state.
private companies.
Correct, correct. State means the state, not our local state or
Yes,
something like that.
yes, sir.
So
Yes,
there is a
yes.
huge difference regarding these two parts. I think you already knew it, right? So you need to,
Yes, I know.
differentiate this basic part. So that is basically required. Okay, so in the writing, so what are the things that you have written? Okay, occupational structure. Okay, agriculture, 15% to 25%, the manufacturing. Okay, regional valuation. Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, US, section, see, try to focus on your handwriting. Okay, sometimes we can't realize like whatever you are basically writing. Yes, you know the concept, but the thing is, if the like examiner can't realize like whatever you are writing, then there is a problem. So you need to focus. Okay, so don't write in this rule-based notebook. Just write in blank pages, as I told you. Okay, so
Yes,
try
sir. Yes,
to
sir.
think about it, and that is required because if they can't realize like whatever you are writing, forget about marks. They'll basically give you average marks, and average marks will destroy us. Okay, next. Okay. Okay, so roads and railways. Okay, so roads and railways, roads for infrastructure. Correct, correct, correct. Roads, the raw materials and finished goods. Correct. To transport goods from currently the main aim was to the side of the market. See, that was not the main aim. Okay, the thing is this: the main aim was to control the revolution in order to send the army. They basically made the uh, railway path. Try to realize. Okay, don't see we in a confused manner. See, don't think this in confused mind. Okay, so try to realize. Aviru, they basically made
Yes,
the
sir.
railway
What's that?
system in order to send the army on the scheduled time in order to control the revolution against them. They are not making railway
Yes,
for
sir.
our well wisher. So they are not our well wisher. Okay, they basically do these things for their purposes, for their interest only. So that's why each and
Yes,
every railway are basically connected with the port. Why? It will basically help them to loot each and every article to the port, and they'll
yes,
basically
sir.
take each and everything on the ship in order to send
Yes,
them in
sir.
their own country. This is the main aim. This is the on and only
Yes,
aim
sir.
they basically make the railway. So don't be
Yes,
confused
sir.
in your NCERT book, because in NCERT book you'll never ever find this kind of data that whatever I'm saying. So try to realize. Don't be confused.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes.
Okay. So you need to realize this part. They don't have any affection regarding us, because Indians are and dogs are not allowed in each and every important places. Okay. To have okay, so that's why we basically buy, Fair and Handsome cream, Fair and Lovely cream. Because if you are white skin, then you are good, you are cultured person, and you are educated person. And if you are black, you are basically you are a dirt.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the main thing. So this is the basic background, because we have learned these things through ages by the British. Okay, so to understand, that's why Fair and Lovely profits thousands and thousands of crore in each and every year, and we basically buy Fair and Handsome. Everybody knew, like if you are using cream, you'll never ever become like Hrithik Roshan, but people will buy Fair and Handsome. So so I'm telling you the psychology behind this. So who made these things? Britishers. Okay, so that's
Yes,
on
sir.
the system was the introduction of the life cost of the, and the whitening cream business is basically 5,500 crore. More than say, like nowadays 6,000 crore business is basically uh, skin whitening cream business in India in 2023. Okay, so see, you can add this kind of data. See, like whatever I'm saying, you can't find this kind of data in your economy books. Okay, so law of value production, algorithm, law analysis of technology, no recursion pattern. Okay, cultivation and okay, expectation of the agriculture. Okay, COD, scarcity of investment. Okay, so India's agriculture was possible. Agriculture not control. Okay, they are not having agriculture. Yes, and agriculture. Correct. Okay, next is basically what colonial economy. Okay, so state of Indian economy and there is colonial economy. British was another the huge and the course of the Indian supply of materials from India. Correct. See, don't use this one as salary. They basically loot these things. Okay, as this is basically economics, then you can use the economic term. Okay, supply and demand. This is basically economics term. And history, English term is basically loot. So try to realize the difference
Yes.
regarding the language, subject language. This is the vocabulary that you should use. Okay, advanced commercialization, so transform. Yes, you have. See, you are using the best word. Okay, that is okay. Okay. So, reduction of the feudal system, charge, reduction of the capitalist system, capitalist and level. Okay. See, you can write in a precise manner haves and have not. This is basically ultra economic term, which is basically written by Karl Marx. Okay, so that is basically graduation related thing, but you can use this haves and have nots. Have means the capitalist, and the proletariat. That means the labor section. You can write it down in the bracket section. Proletariat. Okay, that's the labor class, and the capitalists are the those who have each and everything, the machinery and the money or the capital. You can say. See, can you hear me? Obvious, like whatever I'm saying. These are the basically pure economic term.
Yes, sir.
You will basically
Yes,
find
I'm
in
here.
graduation and post graduation also. Yes. I think you knew it, right? Like proletariat, bourgeoisie, the
Yes, sir.
bourgeoisie, the capitalist
Yes,
class is basically called the bourgeoisie, right?
yes, sir.
Do you
Yes,
know the term? Yes.
yes, sir. Yes, I know.
Yes. So you need to add this kind of things to show up your knowledge. It's all about show off, as I told you, Abhirup. So whenever you basically get the chance, you need to show off your knowledge. That is required. The more you can do this, you can make the impression. And first impression is the last impression, which will basically help us to get good marks in each and every question, like whatever we are basically writing. Am I clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. So try to do these things whenever you can get the chance. Okay, so try to, and if they are not getting you chance, try to make your own chance of your own. You need to make the question and you need to give the answer also in order to show up your knowledge. This is the strategy that you need to do. If they are not giving you opportunity, you need to make the opportunity in order to show up your knowledge. Am I clear? বোঝা যাচ্ছে?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, that is basically required. Okay, so because of personal. Okay, see in the book itself, they have given, see they are basically saying more than 65% people of our country are basically connected with the agriculture sector. Okay, so heavy agriculture of the person. Okay, because in the kind of process. Okay, yes, 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 yes. Agriculture, report here, 40% of the question of the whole one is correct, correct. Okay, okay. Next is basically okay. Land settlement technology under the system, the profits of the agriculture sector of the Lagan. Okay, of the Lagan. Okay, so the declare the. I think you have gone Mongol Pandey in Barakpur, Mongol Pandey Ghat, and
Yes,
all this place.
sir.
See, I think we have already gone through this place, so it's basically a very historical place that you need to go. Then you can realize that the Lagan part and all. Okay, how we basically see how British basically control these things. So that's why even Barakpur is basically is not a junction, but if you just go through Barakpur railway station, you will find like it's basically very old station, right? If you compare it with other railway station, this is the historical place that you need to understand, right? The structure or the infrastructure that they basically made of that place. Yes, so you need to go through these things. Okay, German assessment, there are okay. Commercialization of agriculture, okay. It means the production of crops for some in the market okay. In the United States, so system. British opposed the famous stone crop which cotton and coffee and indigo. Okay, 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 got it. Next. Uh, possible function of the British ruler. Indian economy self-sufficient and suppose commercializations and the industrial agriculture um, farmers and the market of infrastructure development with the development of the railway and the roadway. Okay, okay, roadway. So the consumer response and social vote it was formed. Drought areas. So people don't care about drought. That's why there is going to be drought situation. And okay, takes income farmers. Okay, roads and railway. Roads and railway connected with the okay, due to military instance, British
Because Britishers left India.
British shift to
So there
monetary
were
exchange. Oh,
yes, sir,
yes,
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 sir.
tell
So
me.
these are the positive impacts.
Mhm.
Positive impacts of Britishers, like the shift from monetary exchange, from barter system to monetary exchange, then
Okay, okay.
efficient administrative system. Then we can
Oh,
say that they had almost cancelled the drought, means control over famines and all. Then
okay,
employment opportunity, newer employment opportunities. These are the positive impacts of Britishers.
okay, okay,
Then
okay.
commercial outlook of farmers, not to stay with the subsistence farming, but also to sell their produce to the farm to the market.
Okay. See, their intention was to destroy the things, but within them, some positive things
They
has
also
happened.
yes, some positive thing also, yes.
So that is the main point. They don't want to, they don't work for our progress, but
Yes, sir.
uh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
it really happened. Okay, because some of the say two or three, British. the like high rank officer are basically good, like Lord Ripon and
Yes,
all.
sir, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir,
they
yes,
were
sir. They were
basically,
good.
so that's why the positive thing that we basically seen, this is
They
their
initiated
work.
all these facilities.
Yes. So that's why it's there. Otherwise, see, before basically British came to India, we basically have the 25% of world GDP. Our country GDP is basically 25%
Yes,
of
sir,
world
yes,
GDP.
sir.
World.
20% of all
When
GDP.
basically there is less than basically 4%. Okay, less than
Yes, sir.
4% or even approximately 3%. So see the situation from 25 to 3%. From which book you'll basically find it? Shashi Tharoor book. Okay, you know Shashi Tharoor,
Yes, sir,
right?
yes, sir, yes. Yes, I know,
So you
yes,
need to
sir.
do this kind of, to write this kind of data also, because other kid, those who are basically 17, they don't know this kind of data. So whenever you are quoting this kind of things, it will basically help you, to get the impression, and that is basically required in order to destroy the competition. Am I clear? So this is the situation
Yes,
that
sir,
you need
yes,
to
sir.
clear the information. Yes, yes. So recall this data and write it down in your notebook right now. Whatever I'm saying. The Era of Darkness. This is the book name. Okay, which is written by whom? Shashi Tharoor, Dr. Shashi Tharoor. Okay,
Yes, sir, yes, sir. I
you
have
may
heard that book, sir. Yes, sir.
yes, yes, yes. You may love him or you may hate him, but you can't ignore him. This is the situation of Shashi Tharoor. Okay, so let's say, as we basically call these things for SRK, but the thing is basically applicable for Shashi Tharoor. Okay,
Yes,
am
sir,
I
yes,
clear?
sir.
So write down the book name and the quotation like whatever I basically said right now. So write it down.
So what was the
Like
book
the
name?
the Era of Darkness.
The Era of Darkness. Era of Darkness. Okay.
Okay. Yes, yes. By written by Shashi Tharoor. Okay.
Yes, sir, yes.
Yes, yes, yes. And the quotation I basically told you regarding the GDP's part, so write it down. He basically discussed these things in Oxford University debate in 2015. If you want to see the whole debate, so just search it in YouTube. You will basically find it these things. He basically write down each and everything in detailed fashion, like how they basically loot India. Okay,
Yes, sir.
yeah, and that is required. Okay. So in order to destroy the competition, because other 17-year girl or 17-year kid don't use these kind of things in their writing. So whenever you are writing this kind of data, you can create the impression that is required. Okay, so British will have been protection from the first system, British system listed. Okay, so okay. Perfectly understand the British will have the Indian system, the decisions. Okay. According to the emotion, the information system. Okay, British system very destroy the system the old take from India to China, cheaper later use them and industries in Britain. See, they don't buy it in a cheaper rate. They basically load these things, try to realize the different. Okay, they don't buy these things. They basically load each and everything and use them in their production and make the final product in the machinery, and they basically sell these things in 10 price, 10 into price. Okay, try to realize the
Yes, sir, yes.
difference. They basically, loot these things. They don't buy these things in a cheaper rate or something like that. Try to realize the difference. Okay. Buying is another thing, and looting is another different thing. Okay. So you need to realize. So whenever you are writing these things, be very focused in your data. Okay. Self-finished products and limitation. Uh, Self-finished products and limitation. Professor, higher price. Yes, yes, yes. Not only higher price, sometimes it's 10 to 50. 10 into 50. Yes, yes, yes. 10 to 5. Okay. 50% or sometimes 100% like more prices basically there. Okay, this two-fold policy that the dimension sense. Okay. Government and the British for the best out of the materials of the class for the industrial products. Yes. So the discriminatory tariff policy. Yes, yes, yes. Tariff export from the raw materials, tariff forces from the British Indian products. As a consequences of a British product started giving Indian market, and Indian healthcare started crossing due to forces as well as foreign market. Okay, the rate of the handloom was basically, they basically destroyed the handloom industry and all. As I told you, they basically cut down
Yes, sir,
the
yes,
finger
sir.
of each and every weaver. So that's why they basically destroy the things. You need to realize these things. And I basically told you the Muslim things in the previous session, like the Muslim sari. You can keep the Muslim sari in matchbox. So that is the thickness or the work of the over. Okay, so but they basically destroyed these things. And one of the most famous is basically Hakai Muslim. Okay. So, so Indian economy under British rule is also by the colonial restoration by the British. Okay. For restoration, agriculture sector, industry sector, and forest. Agricultural sector, general system, lots of British government owned land for the general. Okay, okay. After exploitation, called agricultural administration. Correct. Yes. Okay. Next is basically enter of the public sector. Public sector demand of the public sector. So nation and secret of the partition. Okay. The shortage of raw materials. Okay. Serious assumption. Rootmeals and Kolkata and textile place in Mumbai. Rootmeals of not only in Kolkata and Bengal also, right? So because regarding the jute, uh, we basically produced in West Bengal and in Bangladesh also. And that time we are basically united. So there are so many industries are basically there which is related with the jute. So we need to write down these things. And they basically load this kind of jute in their own country. Okay, fertile land went to the East Pakistan. Yes, yes, fertile land went to East Pakistan means the nowadays Bangladesh. Food problem. Okay, so whenever you are writing Bangladesh, you need to write down 1,47,570 kilometer to show up your knowledge. This is the area of Bangladesh. See the situation, how you can destroy the competition. Aviru. So as we are writing regarding the fertile land went to East Pakistan.
Yes,
So
sir.
then
Sir,
you have
does
to
that
write.
these kind of theory questions are asked in the pub det?
See if they're asking. If they're asking.
Yes, sir.
See, in Jadavpur, they will basically have like the essay type question, right? So then you have the
Yes.
opportunity to write this kind of stuffs. And
Okay,
if you
sir.
can
Okay.
recall the data, it will basically help you to give proper answer in CUET, in PubDate also. In
Yes, sir.
PubDate, many questions will be related with the mathematical things. Okay, as you basically know.
Okay, sir.
So that's why they basically
Yes,
want
sir.
like science background student, right? And some question
Yes,
will be
sir.
from your subject base. So
Yes,
that's
sir. Yes,
why
sir.
I'm saying if you can recall in this fashion, if you can write down this kind of data in your writing, then overall your conceptual clarity would be good. And in JU also, you can write down this kind of proper answer because other guys will not do these things. They'll write East Pakistan, but whenever you are writing Bangladesh and in bracket 1,47,570 kilometers, see the situation of yourself.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
just compare the two writing, right? Someone is writing East
Yes, sir.
Pakistan
Yes.
and you are writing Bangladesh in bracket 1,47,560 kilometers. So see the depth of knowledge. কথা বোঝা যাচ্ছে আমি কি বলছি?
Yes, sir.
How
Yes, I
to
have understood. Yes, sir.
yes, yes,
Yes, sir.
yes, yes. So
Yes.
you need to realize this is the standard, okay? Everybody has the same
Yes, sir.
book,
Yes.
but how you project your knowledge, that is the ultimate thing that will basically help you to destroy the competition. This is as simple as that, Oviru. আশা করি বুঝতে
Yes,
পারছো
sir.
আমি কি
Got it.
বলছি, তাই?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes,
Yes, I
yes.
have understood everything.
Yes, yes. This is the thing, of the market. Because you can go to the college street and you can buy any book in 200 rupees. But why they can't, crack the exam? It's all about show up your knowledge in proper fashion. That is required. That's the market promotion. See, try to prepare in such a manner like if the question is extreme tough, then there will be no problem. If the question is easy, then it's okay. But if the question is extreme tough, then you can also do these things. Your preparation should be this standard. Are you getting my point? So that is the situation that you need to,
Yes, sir.
focus.
Yes, I have understood. Yes, sir.
Yes, it is. The foreign trade is limited as a date of the investment registered around assessment.
One thing to ask, sir, in
Yes, yes.
PubDet, only MCQ questions are asked, or
Yes,
if
yes.
there are few
Only
questions, the whole paper is of MCQ.
yes, yes. In PubDate, each and every question is MCQ based. In JU, they basically
Okay.
ask broad type question. In CET, only NCRT from class 12. NCRT.
Okay,
They
sir.
never ever ask question from class 11. It is as simple as that. And in
Okay, sir.
Ramakrishna Mission, Aliyah University. In other university, they will ask MCQ type question. As far as
Oh,
economics is concerned, okay, okay,
okay, sir. Okay,
okay. So
sir.
they will yes, they will not in the petition. Government is for the petition course. Maintain on then the financial as of the government of pension and the exporter. Finance okay, okay. It is very important on the Finnish corporation. The monopoly control of India's partner. The British sold out all the food of the country, monopoly one other monopoly control of the British government. More than 50% in was the British government. They are the I went up in 1969 and Suez Canal misses was okay, okay. Okay, next is basically Indian economy and the eve of independence. Okay, in the origin of the British, the founder of the British Empire was led by Battle of Plassey in 1757, 23rd. See, you have written 1757, but you need to write down 23rd June. Got it? Oviru, try to focus on the
Yes, sir. The
exact.
exact date.
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
sir.
Okay, so East India Company British Crown is 1857. Yes, 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 British Crown. Government of India, 1858 was basically there. They basically started each and everything after this Government of India, 1958. Like no, 1858, because they have understood if they don't divide the people, it's next to impossible to conquer this continent. So that's why they divide
Yes,
each
sir.
and everything. Divide and rule policy was basically there after 1857. After the Sipai military. Yes, yes, they have started it. So you need to realize this kind of data. Okay, so that is not because this is for basically history from a historical point of view or history related things. But you need to know the background. Yes, yes. Basic level of the British, what the main purpose of the British India was after 200 years, independence on 1950. Okay, 190 years approximately. British took away the materials and sold it the unfinished goods. Okay. 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 Next is competition from okay machine made. Okay, machine made goods. Yes, yes, yes. Machine made British goods are in the less price. So they have to compete with the foreign made goods, right? Law contribution to GDP. Yes, yes, yes. And that is in the but since industries managed and the no production of the goods and services. Growth rate of the new industrial sectors and contributed GDP very small. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. And next is basically adverse effect of decline of the handicraft okay, industry is high level of unemployment. Yes, yes, yes. Import of finished products. Yes, yes, yes. Lack of capital, lack of capital goods and industries. Capital goods and industries and those who produce. Okay, let's all it's correct. Correct. Yes. Next is the infrastructure. So regarding the infrastructure. Okay. Railways. 1850 British established railways in India from Mumbai to Dhankar. It's approximately, I think, 1853. Right? 1853 or 1854. Not 1850. So, right. See, I basically told you yesterday also, right? Regarding the exact year. I think it's in
Yes, sir.
1853 or 4, not 1850. But you have written 1850. No. So, try to focus. British had to is try to focus on the date extremely. Okay. It's very, very crucial because they're gonna ask. Because each and everything has changed after railway was there.
Yes, sir.
Correct? Yes, yes.
The
So
whole
that
economy
time
has
so
changed.
a full economy has changed drastically, right? So you
Yes,
need to
sir.
recall the exact year, but you have written 1850. That is the wrong date. Okay, so British development. So be focused. Roads are basically built for mobilizing the home shifting raw materials. Correct. And it basically connected with the port in order to loot it. You need to add this line also. Okay, they basically made note for these purposes only.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So try to be very focused whenever you are choosing the word. Okay. So focus on it. Uh, okay. Next. Okay, before I have another meditation, we was divided into three types of people. The conclusion based on those of the well-known as well as well-known and bottom precious stone. Precious stone. Yes, yes, yes. Raw material. Finished goods, certain items of finished materials in terms of the uh, Dadabhai Noroji. Yes. Okay, so what are the see? What is the book that Dadabhai Noroji has written? You need to recall the data, right? So tell me the book name. They can ask this question. It's basically related with the economics only. This is not related with history or any other subject. So what is the book that Dadabhai Noroji has written regarding the British rule in India? Abhirup, can you hear my question? Like whatever I'm asking. Do you have any idea regarding the book name? Abhirup?
Sir, are you speaking something?
See, I'm asking you, do you have any idea like what is the
Sir,
book that
actually, sir, actually, your
Dadabhai
voice is getting, sir, your voice is getting short down, not coming properly.
Okay, so I'll tell you again. Now, can you hear me right now? Am I audible right
Yes, sir.
now?
Yes, sir. Now I
Am
can
I
hear you.
audible? Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
So
Yes, sir.
say I yes, yes. So I'm basically asking Oviru. So what is the book that Dadabhai Noroji has written regarding like British Empire?
Okay, the Britishers and India. There are lots of books that Tallabhai Noroji wrote,
So
like the
tell me the book.
poverty of India, the poverty of India during British rule. One the book he has written. Then another book, the Britishers and they are against India. These are books he has written already.
Particular one book which he basically told regarding how British basically destroyed Indian economy. There is one particular book which is related with the economy only. So I'm asking that book. Do you have any idea? Okay, the book name is basically Drain of Wealth. Okay, so this is the book which
Okay.
is basically written by Dadabhai
Actually,
Noroji.
there are a lot of books he has written. Like the Train
So
of
that's
Wealth
why
is one
I'm
of
asking you
them.
particularly how they loot India. So that's why I asked
Yes,
you in this fashion because there are so many books. So that's why I basically gave you the hint, right? So the answer is Drain of Wealth. Okay.
Train of
So
Wealth.
you
Yes,
need to
sir.
recall the book name. Okay, that is required because in economics, books are extremely crucial. As Adam Smith suppose if they can ask question like what are the books like has been written by Adam Smith. So you need to recall the book and the year also, right? As I basically told you. Okay, so try to think
Yes,
in this
yes, sir.
fashion. So you need to realize, like whatever you are giving like economics exam, so you should know like the basic writer of India also, right? So yes, you know the American writer or the British writer, and also you need to know the Indian famous writers. So regarding the British rule and all, like how our economy has changed, in the British rule and after the partition also. So you need to know the famous like writer regarding this way. Okay, so try to focus. Okay, Doctor R. V. Das. Okay, William Digby. Okay, Desai. Okay, so yes. So these are the things that they are basically got. Okay, so I have already gone through your like writing. Yes, the pattern is basically okay, but the thing is this: you need to write these things again. You need to do the same thing for the second chapter, third and fourth, and all also. So and see, whenever you are basically completing one chapter, write in this fashion again. Yes, I know you have already done it, but you need to do these things again
Yes,
in
sir.
order to
I
recall
will
the
do it.
data.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, 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 yes. And try to, add current affairs also regarding these kind of things, and that will basically help us, to recall each and everything, and that is basically required of you. Clear? You got my point, right? Abhiru? Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, basically, as we are basically discussing regarding the capitalist and socialist party, okay, so mixed economy, yes, as far as the mixed economy is concerned, we basically follow the mixed economy in our country. We don't follow the whole, see, we are basically follow the mixed things, socialist things and the capitalist things also in our economy. So, we need to recall these things, okay? And that's why we basically call the mixed economy. Okay, so as we basically discussed regarding the planning commission and all, and like in which year planning commission was basically started. Okay, so can you tell me in which year this Modi government basically started Niti Aayog? Just try to recall.
Yes, sir.
Nowadays, can you tell me like in which year government of India basically started Niti Aayog in our country?
2017.
2014, correct?
So I think it was 2017.
Correct. Are you
Yes,
sure?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I've studied in the book.
Yes. So that's why this is important because previously we have what 5 years plan,
5 year plan.
and
5 year plan.
we have 5 year plan. We have changed it, and we have started Niti Aayog. So, who is
Yes,
the
sir.
chairman of the Niti Aayog right now?
The PM itself.
Yes. So you need to know this kind of basic thing. This is not tough question. Try to realize these are the ultra basic things of economics. So
Yes,
you
sir. Yes,
need
sir.
to clear cut idea regarding this part because you can't say, okay, sir, they are asking question out of the syllabus. No, it's not out of the syllabus question. This is basically very related with the subject only. So you should know the basic question, like the basic things regarding on the economy. They are not asking like how economy is basically working. No, though they are not asking this thing. They are asking basically basic thing in your examination. So you should know this kind of basic data and all. So that is extremely crucial thing. So do you know who is Nirmala Sitharaman is basically one of the most powerful woman in the world. So you need to know the state list also and the rank also, and that is required
Yes.
because she basically control Indian economy, right? As the finance minister of India, right?
Yes, sir.
So I is basically one of the most powerful women, not only in India but also throughout the world. So what is her
All over
ranking
the
right now?
world.
Yes, most powerful woman list. So just check it right
Sir,
now
who
and tell
can
me.
be the who can be the next finance minister after Nirmala Sitharaman?
You can't say these things because it's basically controlled by the party only. Party basically decided these things like who will basically
Yes,
go for
sir.
this part because previously we have Arun Jaitley, right? And after his
Yes,
demise,
Arun Jaitley.
she basically got the part, right? So we
Yes.
basically don't know. It really depends on the party system, on the party portfolio and all. Party basically decide these things. Like the BJP is in power, they basically decide these things, and they are. It's basically up to them. We can't say
Yes,
these
sir.
things. So that is required because it's basically very big portfolio regarding this one, right? And it's extremely
So the
important
RBI has
portfolio.
got a new governor. RBI got a new
Yes, yes,
governor, Sanjay
yes,
Malhotra.
yes. You should know these things because within some days we can see his newspaper in the banknote. As you can realize
Yes,
in
sir.
the
Yes.
banknote, you will basically find like RBI governor signature. So once upon a time we have uh, Raghuram Rajan.
Shaktikant Das. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
okay, that was basically there. Okay. His mother was presidential. He basically came to our college in
Okay, sir.
2017. Okay, okay, so he
Okay, sir.
basically came to our college in 2017. I basically attended the seminar also. I basically don't know regarding this part, but she was basically he is basically discussing that his mom was basically studied economics in presidency. So this is the standard. Try to realize. Okay, so this is
Yes,
the
sir.
background they basically hold. So, and Mahanala Bish is also ex-presidential. So you need to know this kind
Yes.
of things. Mahanala Bish plan we basically
Sir,
studied in economics.
one of my friends' great grandfather is VC Malan.
Okay, so, okay.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so there is a standard that you need to realize. So in order to get the seat,
Mhm.
you need to work really hard of you. This is as simple as that. I'm telling
Yes,
you.
sir.
See, the question I am asking you is not 11 standard question. Try to realize. This is
Yes,
basically
yes.
graduation standard question. But why I'm asking you? The more you'll basically learn or the syllabus or the data that will basically help you to crack the exam.
Yes, sir.
That is basically required. Okay, so try to think in this fashion and focus on the maths also, like the basic thing that you have already done. So try to focus on the syllabus only. You don't need to go here and there. Just don't buy multiple book. I'm telling you, Aviru. Okay, so book is not basically
Yes, sir.
required like the high book and all. Okay, if you have like the CUT book, that is more than enough. You don't need to buy anything. Our book, the book is basically there. If you want to buy the book, then you can buy this part. Otherwise, you don't need to buy anything. If you want to see, if you really want to buy something, you can buy like R Gupta CUET UG entrance book. R Gupta is basically writer. He's basically very famous writer. In order to see, if you want to buy economics
Okay, sir.
entrance related book, you can buy this book, or you don't need to buy anything. Okay, just focus on the concept. Am I clear? Abhiru? Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, I got it.
Yes. Yeah. So in this way, you need to focus. Okay. And our economics department is in Derozio Hall. Okay, so it's in like a first. Yes, yes, it's basically two-story building. Yes, so you'll find these things on the second, first floor.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so this is the situation. Okay, so leave it. So you need to know this kind of basic thing like the history, historical aspects and part. So because as he's basically ex-presidential, so they can ask question in economics in this kind of question, right? As in the economy, as in the English also, I asked you regarding in which date presidency was basically born or the Hindu college was born. So they can ask like in which year PSC, Mohan Nobishin basically. Mohan Nobishin is born in which year and all, like from which institution he basically started. So you need to know this kind of things, right? So you need to focus. Like okay, so Manovish was born in 1893 in Calcutta. He was educated in Presidency College, as I told you. So in this way, so you need to recall these kind of things because on that time Presidency College was basically there, and 2010 it basically shifted to university. And
Yes,
before 1855, it was basically Hindu college. So you should note the chronology. Okay.
yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. And he
Hindu College to
studied,
Presidency College and Presidency College to Presidency University.
yes, yes, yes. 1855 and 2010. And started from 1817, 20 January. So this is the date that you need to recall. He basically established the ISI Calcutta. Okay. Monolabish. Okay. He established ISI.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. ISI means Indian Statistical
Yes,
Institute.
sir.
Like,
For
not ISI.
our
Yes, yes, yes. Realize this part. Okay.
yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
The service sector, okay, so the GDP and all, okay, structure composition, okay, self-reliance. Modernization, as you can realize, like regarding the modernization, we basically use the modern equity and the modern technology. We basically use each and everything, and that is basically important. Equity. So, do you know what is basically equity? Tell me the definition. What is equity?
Equity refers to yes, sir. Sir. Yes, sir.
Hmm.
The equity. Um.
Any part of something. Okay. This is a cake. Okay. One of your friend basically came to your house. He basically want this part. This is the part that he has taken. This is one of the part because it's like the acute. It is basically he basically took these things. Okay, so in this way you can say one part of any wealth or any things. Okay, you need to realize this part. So just go through the phase number 22 and realize like now growth, modernization, and self-reliance by themselves may not improve the kind of which people are living. A country can have high growth, the modern people technology development in the country itself. Okay. Every Indian should be able to meet his or her basic needs, so as food and decent house, education, health and care, and inequality in the distribution of wealth should be reduced. Let us know how the first 7 5-year plan covering the people 1950 to 90 attempted to attain these four goals, the extent to in which they succeeded in doing so, which refers to the agriculture industry and trade. You'll study the policies and development in 1991. So they are basically this is all basically a part of one wealth or anything. We basically call this part or call these things equity in economic term. Equity means part. It's as simple as this. And you can think in this fashion. Suppose four of your friends are
Yes, sir.
basically making one company. Okay. You are holding 50% and other are basically taking 25, 25, 25. So they are holding 25% equity. It can be bond, it can be cash, or it can be any like place or any land also. We basically call this thing equity. I think you got it right. These are basically share market related vocabulary,
Yes, sir.
but
Yes.
you know this kind of things. So I see. So how old are you right now, Obiru? 17 or
I'm going to
18?
be 18.
18 in which month?
In June.
In June 2025, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then, okay, so I'll suggest you. So when you will become 18, just try to open Demat account and start your share
Sir,
market
already
journey
I'm
as soon as
having. I am
you are already.
already having. Yes, sir, I'm already having means I have my brother's account, but I'm in
Okay,
the stock market for last 2 years.
okay. I think you basically told me these things, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so try to do these things. Okay, don't stop.
Yes, sir.
It will basically help you as you are going for economics things. So you should know these kind of things. Yes. And you should open up your own when you will become 18. Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
because that is required. Agriculture part, land reform and all. Yes. Ownership and incentives. Okay, so do you know what is ownership? So, and ownership means if you basically own something or some place or some area or something like that, that is called basically ownership. And incentives. So, can you tell me what is incentives
So incentives with regard to agriculture, right?
regarding anything? What is basically incentives according to economics? Yes, tell me in the agriculture format.
Farmers for providing them loan or money to adapt for themselves for agriculture or for farming crops. All this cultivating crops is a kind of motivation to the farmers by giving a support of money for producing crops and all.
Anything, yes, or any like water or any fertilizer, and also you can say this kind of things. Yes. That is the exact term that when we use in incentives. Yes. Land reforms and selling. So, what is basically land selling? Can you tell me what is land
Yes, sir.
selling?
Sir, land. Yes,
CEILNG.
sir. Yes, CELING, yes, sir. The land
Yes,
selling
yes.
refers to the maximum holding of a family, the maximum land holdings of a family. It was implemented by the government after the independence in order
Mm-hmm.
to and a particular proportion was of land was equally divided into all the people, and the surplus amount of land would go to the government, would acquired by the government, and would be given to all the landless farmers.
Okay. Correct. Yes. Okay, so in which year the Green Revolution was basically started, and which
Yes,
part
sir.
of the country? In which year Green Revolution was basically started in India?
1991. 1991.
Okay. Green Revolution. Green Revolution.
Sorry, 1961. Yes, sir.
Yes. So
Yes,
why
sir.
19? Okay.
Sir,
Yes. So I was
1991 economic reforms. It was economic
yes.
reforms by
That is
mistakenly I told you.
different.
Yes.
That is different thing. I'm
Yes,
asking
sir. It
Green
is different,
Revolution.
sir.
In
Green
which in
Revolution.
which state it started? In which state?
1961 in northeastern, northwestern parts of India like Punjab, Haryana, these regions.
Yes. So you need to realize these things. Yes.
By initiating HYV seeds,
Yes.
which would help in production purpose and would help in shortening the dependency of imports on food grains.
Okay. Should we give subsidies to them? There are so many big farmers are basically there, and should
Yes,
we
sir.
give subsidies? They are
Yes, sir. We
using
should give subsidy.
Hummer, they are
Yes, sir.
using BMW, they are using Rolls Royce. Should I give them subsidies? Should we give them subsidies?
No, sir.
So why you are giving them?
So, in order we are giving them subsidies because they are helping in producing crops at first. They are helping in countries' economic growth through agriculture, and as agriculture is the primary objective of India's policy, so they has to be given subsidy in order to form an equal among all the farmers.
So don't you think like we should give the subsidies to the poor farmers, not the rich? So how we can do these things? Can you tell me the system or the procedure that we can do, like to give the subsidies to the poor farmer only, not the Rolls Royce owner?
Yes, sir. So
You got
we
the
must
question, right?
first identify. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we must first identify the who are the producing giants. Like marginal farmers should be given the subsidies, whereas the large and or large farmers shouldn't be given at that point because they are already having lots of money in producing crops.
So how you can choose them, like
And the
whether he is eligible enough to get the subsidy
so
or not?
according to the produce, according to the production of crops.
Okay. Good. Okay, yes, this is the answer. The debate about subsidy, because we have these things in our syllabus, right? The
Yes, sir.
debate about
Yes,
subsidy,
sir. Yes,
right?
sir.
Yes. The price of syllabus, okay. Industry and trade. Yes. Public and private sector in industrial development. Okay, so industrial policy revolution from 1956. It
Yeah,
has
IPR,
basically 10.
IPR, IPR.
Yes, IPR, yes. Then we have small industry, small scale industry. So tell me the example of small scale industries.
So small scale industry refers to those industries which are formed inside the household or cottages and
Tell me the
used for
example.
production of some jute production, cotton production. In a small scale basis, they are made
Okay. Jute
by
production
they
is not
actually sir the main sir no sir no,
started in the
no not the cotton. So at the
yes.
jute and all this factor all this production are done by the family members itself. So they are known as small scale industry, and not many laborers are used in producing such goods. Small
Yes.
quantity of laborers and each of the family members are involved in producing crops, producing the goods and commodities. That's why they
Yes,
are
yes,
the small scale.
yes. Before that, we have basically permit license. RAS was basically there. So what is
Yes, sir.
basically
So the
license?
industrial licensing. Industrial licensing refers to the system of licensing the industries in according to IPR 1956. In Government of India allowed the new entrepreneurs to set up their industries at the backward regions of the country, and they have the right and they have the right to they have the right to extend the industries. This right was given to those who have already established industries in the backward regions of the country and were given the right to extend their region, and new industries should get set up in the backward regions. So IPR was launched through
Yes,
industrial
yes,
licensing.
yes, yes. Correct. Okay, so yes, these are the things that we'll basically find in chapter number, I think, two, right? This is chapter number two.
Yes,
So yes, you
yes, sir.
basically
Number
got
two.
the thing. Like the data that I basically told you, try to write it down and try to recall the data. Okay, that will basically help us for our preparation also. And see, write down again, as I basically told you the pattern in like blank pages and all. Okay, so in our next session, we'll basically start it from the next chapter. And I think you basically got it, like whatever we are basically discussing. Like if you have any
Yes,
question or
sir. We have got it.
just ask me.
No,
If
sir.
you
No,
just
sir. No
simply,
question.
okay, so you, I think you have understood each
Sir,
and
is
everything
there,
like
yes, sir.
whatever we
Sir,
have
one
discussed.
thing
Right?
to ask. Yes,
Hmm.
sir. Sir, there is no involvement of trade. You haven't said about the trade and import substitution and all these things. Isn't trade in the NCRT book? The trade related things like import substitution and all.
See, in the NCRT, they don't have this kind of thing. So that's why I'm not asking this kind of data, right? I'm only
Okay, sir.
focusing on the
Okay.
NCRT things because there are so many things, right? See, if
Yes,
I tell you there are so many things, but this is not related with your syllabus only. As we are focusing on the
yes, sir. Yes,
entrance
sir.
or the data that they are basically providing, I will only speak on that only, right? So that's why I have not discussed regarding that part. because there are so many things
Okay, sir.
which is basically related to the economics only. But we need to focus on we need to stick on the syllabus that we basically have, right? And we need to recall these things again and again, and that would be our strategy for our upcoming sessions also. So that's why I have not told you or I have not asked you regarding that issue, right? You got it right
Yes, I have
because you
got it.
in your syllabus. Okay, so that's why. Okay, so yes, so these are the things that you need to do, and in our upcoming session, we'll basically discuss from the another chapter. But try to write down again, okay, and the pattern that I basically told you, try to follow that pattern. Okay, Abhirup, got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any
Yes, sir.
any confusion?
No, sir. No confusion.
Okay, so you have understood each and everything. So try to follow this part, and see you in the next class on the scheduled routine. Okay, so see you in the next day, and try to follow the pattern. Okay, so till then.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Tata. We are finishing our class
Yes.
right now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Tata.
Okay, sir.
Okay.